Here today in the garage, and today I'm gonna go ahead and pull the cylinders. Each cylinder. Each cylinder is held on by 4 bolts, 4 mounting bolts. And yeah, before you pull the cylinders, you really should thoroughly clean around the cylinders themselves so nothing falls into the engine. That's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm just gonna wipe everything down one time and clean it up. Clean it up the best I can right now. But yeah, let's get that going. Been covering the cylinder heads with, covering the cylinders with aluminum foil to keep dust and stuff out, moisture. Yeah, I'll be right back. So I cleaned up the area around the motor mount, well, the base of the motor, and so there's 4 bolts per cylinder, and they take a 7/16 wrench. Now, what I've noticed is there's not enough room in there to get a socket, of course, underneath, or within these fins. They don't clear it really. Once you get your ratchet. Once you get your ratchet on there, it don't really fit. So let's see if I could just crack these with this wrench. That's one. Wasn't as tight as I thought.
Kyle, did you feed Nyla?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, because you didn't mark it.
Yeah, you gotta mark
I
it.
marked it.
Alright, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, you just go in an alternating pattern. At least that's how I do it. That's probably the right way to do it. The alternating pattern's a little bit more annoying, get it off, but it's easier on the cylinders, on the metal interface. Don't want to put too much pressure or stress on one motor mount, on one bolt rather. Let me finish this. I don't like the feeling of the threads on this one the rear left bolt here. I mean, she's coming out, but there's a tight spot on these threads, no doubt. You know what? Put on some good music. got my first one off. My second. Third. Fourth. Just the ones on this side now. So you could just get them off by hand after they're free. I'll tell you, once you crack these bolts, the smell that comes out of the combustion chamber, man, that carbon smell, it really is quite unique. And it's just initially when you open up the when you crack these bolts, you break that seal. Problem with it, now you don't want anything to, when you lift these up, you don't want anything to fall down into the down into your case, your crank case, because if that happens, you're not getting it out. We're free. Hello everybody. You know, I thought these cylinders, I was questioning if these cylinders were original or not, and you know, I didn't notice this until now. Because I know the older cylinders, they have a stamp on the base. What I'm looking right here, and I've seen some of these on the internet, they have a stamp. They have a stamp right here on the inside, on that inner push rod cutout in the fins. Right here. It says 8507. It says 1044. I'm not sure what that means. I'm not sure if that's an original stamping number. I know from what I've researched, the ones that have it on the base, it's a different numbering system. These might be later cylinders, might be OEM, but are later than 74. I'm not exactly certain. I'm gonna do a little research. But yeah, I'm about to pull these off. Let's get back to some music. Alright, let me get I got a piece of cardboard. I'm gonna place these things right down. This piece of cardboard. I'm gonna take off the rear first, very carefully. Ooh, she's not wanting to come out. What I'm gonna do, there's definitely some old sealant holding this thing together. Probably need a bigger. I need something heavier to hit this with. Oh, that's gonna break it, to be honest. Wow. Problem number 1. Pulling the cylinders. Breaking that old seal. Yeah, I'm going to have to think about this. I'm going to consult the book as well. Some videos. I'll be right back. Yeah, so we're back. I mean, I've done a little research. 5 minutes worth of research. And it really just seems, I think I'm going to have to hit it with some penetrating oil. It seems the gasket sealer, or whatever the hell they use down here, the sealant, has definitely, like, it's fossilized. So, you know what I'm saying? It's hard. It's glued up. There's a mechanical connection between the the metal from not having been moved. There's a little bit of a connection there. That's not the hard part. The hard part is this chemical connection, which keeps them glued in place. Really, the only way I could beat that bond is to break the bond. I'm thinking, I'm really wary of break. I don't really want to whack this thing too hard because I really don't want to break any fins here. So I think I'm gonna have to soak it. With some chemical to get it going. And I'm gonna have to let it sit for a little while. That's really the only way that I could see this working. I don't have any PB Blaster. I'm gonna have to get some though, I guess. Or something of that, like WD-40 or something. But I need something that's gonna break this gasket sealer down. So maybe I'll do a little more research, see what people say to break this down. I mean, you do not, from what I've heard, you do not want to take a screwdriver to stuff like this. Maybe I could try getting rid of some of this excess gunk that's around the edges. It's very little, but I don't know if that'll help at all. But yeah, basically that's where I'm at. Alright. Basically this time I'm just going to need to mess with it until I can break her free. Probably take a little while. But that's okay. You just gotta be patient. Just be patient, take your time. Don't try to force it. And it'll all work out. Eventually. Yeah, this stuff is hard up in there. Shit is all hardened up. Well, I'm gonna get back to you guys when I got a little headway, when I start cracking the rope. I'm gonna get back to you guys. Yeah. So another big moment here. So basically, I took a little break because I was getting a little frustrated. Well, you just gotta step away from it sometimes. I got this one freed up. And this one's coming up slowly. Basically, I just whacked it with this thing. I put this in various locations. You got to be really careful with the fins, with where you place this thing. You don't want to put it on an edge or anything. You got to get it square, and you kind of have to hit it at an angle. I discovered you got to hit it at an angle, and then I just took this hammer, and I just knocked it very, very easily. And she slowly she slowly starts coming up. This one I got free. Finally. But without much ado, oh yeah, here she comes. Oh yeah. Oh shit. Wow, look at that. Some nicks in this thing here. I don't know if I like that. Very interesting. So yeah, interesting. Very interesting. The rear cylinder's off. There we go. Wasn't that a lot of fun? The pistons is peeking out the top here, out the case. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna wipe this. Just gonna wipe this area down. Really quick. Oh wow. Wow, that's really cool. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cover this. Just gonna cover that with a t-shirt. Now what I'm gonna do is just continue to I'm just gonna continue to just whack this one a little bit. You just go one, hit it from one side. And then you hit it from the other side. This one did not want to budge. Oh shit. I'm literally breaking my piece of wood over here too. See, there it goes. A little bit. Just a little bit at a time here. See that? This ain't that fun. Back and forth. Oh, she's ready. I think she's ready to go. Wow. Yep, here she goes. Whew. It's a tight fit, boy. That piston don't want to come. Not fun there. Oh, that was sick. She's stuck on a piston, boy. Oh! Woo! Wow. It's got a very clear crosshatch home pattern in here. I don't really see any big scrapes or anything. Alright. I'm gonna mark this as the front and that as the rear before I do anything else. So just so I don't get them mixed matched. This. Look at this. Just turns nice and easy. Let me see if I can see anything. One thing I did notice that looks a little shady about this is this one, the rear. This shit got some. It's got some interesting. It's got an interesting wear pattern on this one right here. Looks like it ate up a chunk of metal right there. Doesn't look very good. I don't know if that's old or new or what, but that looks pretty rough. I don't know what that happened because I feel like I would have heard that one. Very, very interesting. Rear cylinders, baby.